Hello Capricorn, this is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. This is your April 2023 tarot forecast. Before we get started, I'd like to request that you please like, share, comment, hit the notification button, and follow. So let's see what's going on in April for you, Capricorn. We thank you for the guidance, angels. We thank you for guiding us to our purpose and our path. We thank you for the messages we're about to receive. So for you, Capricorn, for the month of April, this is about opening up your heart. This is also about strengthening that heart chakra, that center of value, believing in yourself, love, opening up to opportunities, opening up to balance, opening up to appreciation and recognition. This is also about resting and rejuvenation, your physical self, spiritual self, mental self, and emotional self. So not allowing other people to navigate or disrupt your energy or the flow of abundance, prosperity, and love and everything that means to you. Here we go. So your first card is Envy. Your second card is Door to Spirit. Okay, so why you are needing to open up your heart center and why you are being guided to rest and rejuvenate is because your connection to Spirit in the month of April is just going to really start blossoming. And there will be people who will try to disrupt that energy, hurt that energy, be envious over that energy. Please know it has nothing to do with you. It's just about them. I mean, remember, we are humans having this spiritual experience. There's one side of us. The other side of us is spirit having this human experience. And our human side of us will always, for some, always gravitate toward wanting what someone else has. We see someone with a beautiful house or a beautiful car, we're envious, we're jealous over that. How do they get that? How is it? How do they do that? How did they manifest that? Society says that we have to struggle. Society says that we have to scrimp and save. Society says that we have to crawfish our way to the top of the barrel. Spirit says that's not true. Spirit says that envy is a very low vibrational energy. And if you find yourself being envious over others and being envious over others and what they have, you're being guided to raise that vibration. If there are people who are envious over you and what you have nothing to do with that. You have nothing to apologize for, and you have nothing to defend yourself over. You've worked hard to get to where you are. You've released a lot. You let go. You've done a lot of shadow work. You've done a lot of separating from the past. You've done a lot of being in the present moment. You've done a lot to open this door, open your heart to Spirit. So you have nothing to be defensive over. There may be opportunities coming in the month of April, new job opportunities, new contracts. This could be signing a contract for a job, signing for a house, signing for something that can possibly be beneficial for you and your forward movement. You're being guided to have faith. Contract can also be having faith in the justice system, having faith in what it is that you know, having faith within your connection to Spirit, and just balancing that all out. Sometimes when we have people who are envious and very demonstrative of our time and very envious of what it is that we do, we have a tendency to want to over-explain or apologize or defend ourselves. And you're being guided to try to stay away from that energy. Yes, you are a spirit having a human experience, and yes, you are a human having a spiritual experience, and yes, there must be a balance there to that. and whatever that balance means to you. But it's nowhere near you needing to defend yourself for the accomplishments of your spiritual journey. So let's look at what the Crow Tarot has for you. You could be signing contracts. And it's interesting that we have Door to Spirit and contract here. This could be you releasing soul contracts through help from Spirit that you may have knowingly or unknowingly signed in past lives. And it may, and by renouncing these contracts or getting out of these soul contracts, it could heighten your spiritual awareness, your spiritual evolution. So that's a good thing. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, a new opportunity coming in. But the Tower says that you have to let something go and release something before that opportunity comes in. And there will be people who will try to knock you off your game. There will be people who will try to create chaos and drama. There will be people who will try to project responsibilities onto you that are not yours. Don't let them. There will be people who will try to project their burdens onto you. Do not let them. There will be people who will try to create a atmosphere of imbalance. Do not let them. You are abundant. You are fertile. You are prosperous. You are balanced. You are coming into a time of great passion, great opportunity. You're coming into a time of great transformation, and the Tower being the best card in the tarot, because the Tower presents to you what is no longer needed in your life, and you must walk away from that. You know, we talk about surrounding ourselves with people that we love and with places where we enjoy being, but sometimes those people that you love can also be the same people who are projecting those burdens and responsibilities onto you because they've become so comfortable with you and complacent with you doing everything for them, or being there whenever they need it. So you need to recognize that you're not doing anybody any favors, number one, and number two, that you have a lot more in store for you than just being somebody's fetch-it. Yeah. All right. So let's see. You know, we want to be there. We want to help. We want to do for others. But sometimes this also means enabling people. And perhaps maybe this is something that you haven't been, maybe it is something that you know, and you're just creating this mindset of victimhood around yourself. You can easily get out of the situation if you want to, but then there's this feeling of not wanting to hurt anybody, not wanting to break anybody's heart. But the silver lining is that the moment you remove yourself out of this servitude, is what I'm going to call it, self-made servitude, the moment that you remove yourself from that and step into that courage and strength is the moment that you start opening up to other opportunities around you, and you start becoming more prosperous and abundant and connected to Spirit. And it's like Spirit is trying to teach you a lesson here, right? You have all of this abundance that you could be walking into, that you could be all this abundance and fertility that you could be walking toward, but instead you are it's almost as if you have a feeling of I owe somebody this. They've done so much for me, so I owe them this, and I'm going to blind myself to being taken advantage of, or I'm going to blind myself to the whole fetch it, or I'm going to blind being the fetch it one, or I'm going to blind myself to the whole instability and not make waves because this person or these people or this situation has done so much for me. But you can only do so much for somebody until you become the one enabling them and allowing them not to do for themselves. So you have to bring a little balance to that situation. You have to step into this courage and this strength. And if you want a successful, prosperous, fertile, transformative life, then you have to step away from this. You have to stop making excuses for other people's inability to do for themselves. So you must go within. And there we have it. So look, Queen, Empress. I can't make it up. So you must go within, and you must find or allow Spirit to guide you. Allow Spirit to guide you into this new time of planting seeds and creating what you want for your future. Do you want to, there's different ways to be a person of servitude, to be a spirit of servitude. There are ways of helping people do that, but you don't want to be an enabler. You don't want to continuously give people excuses to not do for themselves because you're constantly doing for them. And when people get complacent and comfortable with that, well, then you find yourself in a very tricky and sticky situation. So you have to allow them to do for themselves, and then you have to allow yourself to do for you. You owe nothing to anyone. You owe nothing to anyone. And the more you blind yourself by this, from this, the deeper you kind of get into it. The more people look to you to do for them, which takes you away from doing for self. Right? You want this beautiful, wonderful spiritual connection. You want this ascension, this upgrade. You want to step into spirit more. You want to practice. You want your practice to grow. You want to be more than you are giving yourself credit for. But the longer you allow these people or this situation to take advantage of you, there's not going to be any time for you and to give to self. So the moon is showing you a new direction. You know exactly who you are and what you're capable of. You have been connected with spirit for quite some time. You're not ignorant to this or naive to this. You know that in order to have this strong, wonderful connection with spirit and source, that you have to let go of things that are causing you to second guess yourself, that are causing you to be insecure and doubtful, that's causing you to not step into this time of transformation or transition, not be fertile. So there's a change, and there's a lot of walking away from what is holding you back, and you have to make that decision no matter how heartbreaking it is. So let's see what messages from Spirit says. A father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unequivocal, in that it can be tapped into any time for whatever reason. Whether your father is still here or past, a father's love is one of strong bonds any of us will ever experience. And look, and there's a child's love. How interesting is that? A love between parent and child is one of the most precious and deepest connection we have during this time. You remember when I talked about the enabling thing? You needing to be, perhaps this is talking about you needing to be the disciplinarian, but you also not giving up the innocence of your growth, right? And if you have someone who's passed, I just want to say this, if you have a father or a child who's passed, this could be your connection with them and their connection to you, right? Wanting you to know that, or helping you to see that the situation that you're in at the moment may not be conducive to your present moment or your future growth. And this is something that you're being guided to step out of. So they may be giving you signs of that. This could also be you, a spirit, saying to you or trying to convey to you that you may have to step into a role here to initiate the movement of moving out and past. You know, you may have to be the disciplinarian one, putting your foot down, saying this cannot happen anymore. You know, you are an adult. You are not a child. I am an adult. I am not a child. I owe you nothing. You owe me nothing. I love you, but so there's also a butterfly again, transformation. There's also a rainbow, and there's also music. So if you have a child that has passed, they could be connecting to you through these ways: butterflies, music, rainbows, pennies, things from heaven. You're being guided to have the willpower to do what you have to do to bring balance into your life, to create this transformation. And this could be very well about your career. I talked about that if you are trying to establish a higher connection with spirit, because this is something that you desire to do with your life, by hindering your progress to maintain this enabling thing that's happening. It's not that you want to maintain it. It's for some reason you feel guilty. For some reason you feel that you owe, you know, and that's doing nothing for you. Nothing for you. We have another rainbow here, just like we have in the child's love. And I didn't read that. I apologize. So let's read that. It says, a love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deepest connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from the first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So if you have a father or a child, if you are a father or have a child on the other side, if you are someone who has lost a husband and a child, know that they are together in spirit. This could be you needing to take the father role as you go through this time of transformation. This could also mean that spirit is wanting you to come into this, to restart this transformation from a place of innocence, a place of transformation, a place of beauty, a place of love, a place of imagination. So let's see what your animal guide is. So the first one is the eagle. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. One more, please. I would suggest that you guys find your sun and moon, or your moon and rising. I am a Sagittarius. That is my sun. Capricorn is my moon, and I very much resonate with this more than I did my sun sign. Choose to know the truth, because you can open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go. It's cute how we said that twice. Let the past go, and make room for better life. We talked about that. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Very well. Very good. Very, very good. All right, here we go. An eagle and an owl. My goodness. All right. Meditation. We talked about the first two cards that came over were the heart chakra, and we talked about, what was that? Meditation. Was it meditation? It was, hold on, let me find it. So take a moment to connect to Source through quiet reflection and meditation. So the first two cards that we had were the heart chakra, talking about opening up our heart, opening up that chakra. When we're doing chakra work, we should do it on them all, not just the one, because if one is imbalanced, they probably all are imbalanced. So the rest and rejuvenation we have here is meditating, connecting to Source and Spirit, connecting to the divine light, which is around him and inside. One more card, please. Okay. Love. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. Okay, so what I'm getting for you, Capricorn, is that this is a huge transformational month for you, and you have a decision to make, and that decision is, do you continue to blind yourself to the fact that you are enabling others because you think you owe somebody something? Or do you step into your magic? Do you step into your prosperity, your fertility, your connection with spirit and source, your door to spirit? Or do you balance it out? Is there a way to balance it out? So know that you are divinely guided and loved, my friends. Talk soon.